I don't even know where to start.
Some sound bites.
I don't even want to do the interview. I just want you to get on stage so you can break the internet, give birth. What else are we going to be doing? I mean, my gosh. I'm so excited.
We're actually going to give each other booster shots live.
Listen.
Only exclusive extra.
Woo!
Booster shots for everybody. I snuck through a bag of hypodermic needles through that little fake TSA setup over there. They didn't even blink. So,
didn't even.
No, we're set.
I love that.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the energy that you're bringing into this interview. So you're going to carry with you onto stage. I mean, talk about how exciting it is to be back here for this event. I know you've done it before.
Yeah.
To be back on stage as a group, but then also for an amazing cause.
I mean, they had us at Can Stevie Wonder open for you? And we were like, I took pause for a minute because I thought about, like, normally we spend a lot of time figuring out opening acts. Mm-hmm. Like, usually at least 2 months, there's a bunch of emails that go back and forth. And when we got to sit down, we thought, who's the ultimate opener? Her, Stevie Wonder, 5 Seconds of Summer, Demi Lovato. That's a good lineup.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of a no-brainer for us. And then when you wrap that with the causality of Global Citizen, global famine relief, vaccinations. I mean, like, at this point, I would take every vaccine that exists. I can't believe we're still having this conversation.
I know.
A billion analogies I could go off on right now about why we should all be vaccinated. And then climate change at this point. Like, if you have the internet or a phone and have ever experienced previous years where weather wasn't as crazy as it is and giant lakes that supply water for tens of millions of people weren't drying up in front of us. Mm-hmm. Again, another thing where I think one of the purposes of Global Citizen is you have to convince enough people that there is a problem before you can actually address the problem.
Yeah.
You can't cure cancer with someone if they don't think they have it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a large part of the objective, is to be a loud amplification system for 2 or 3 huge things that we need to deal with right now.
Yeah.
Vaccination, famine, climate crisis. So
you sound like you could go into politics.
Oh God, no.
I'm just like listening.
I'd like to stay married. I want to stay married. I like touring. I like music, and Stevie Wonder's opening for us.
Yeah. I'll keep doing what I can do.
Yeah.
When you see all these people coming together from all across the world for this cause, does it give you hope that maybe we can all come together and unite for good, for a common goal?
It does. I'm aware of the technical difficulties in pulling off something of this magnitude in 5 different countries. We were supposed to be in Seoul, South Korea, or Mumbai for this show.
Okay.
And because of 2020 just bleeding into 2021 with all the COVIDness and everything, we're here. I think that, it's really funny. Speaking of, to use COVID as an analogy, the moment we realized that it was real, look how fast cities shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody did it at the same pace. New Zealand was like, we're beating all y'all, peace, we're out, we'll see you in 2023.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when something's bad enough, everyone reaches consensus. What we're hoping to do is, unfortunately, when you come to, for instance, for climate, by the time it's bad enough, there's no reversing it.
Yeah.
So the idea is to get ahead of it before it's bad enough, and convince people that are from parts of the country, like where I'm from, where there's a larger percentage that don't believe in they think all of it is just sound bites and liberals. I'm not a liberal, so like we were talking about that in the drive here. It's like, where are all the centrist pragmatists of the world that aren't far left or far right, that are just acknowledging science and just actually acknowledging things that are actually happening in real time? So I think it's achievable for everybody to unite behind this. My hope and prayer, and I think Global Citizens' hope and prayer, is that it doesn't take a global crisis that is irreversible for us to address it. So that's the goal.
Y'all see why I said politics? You heard it too. You felt inspired. Okay, last question I want to ask you. You just dropped an album.
6'1". I just got measured 3 weeks ago. Internet is wrong. Wikipedia. Whoever that person is in Singapore that keeps changing my change it back. All right.
Last question I want to ask you. You guys just dropped an album,
Yeah.
Human. Can you talk a little bit about the inspiration behind that?
The inspiration started in 2019 when we thought that we were releasing an album in 2020. Really, most of our albums at this point, you know, from Apologize through to Good Life, Counting Stars, if you look back and do like a post-mortem on everything we've ever done, all we're ever singing about is being human. So really this is like Human Volume 5
Okay.
in essence. And sonically it very much sounds like, I think what people would identify as OneRepublic, it will make them very happy because we're not doing like an experimental, you know, it's not Ziggy Stardust like character a la David Bowie. We're not going into some crazy world. Next album maybe we will, but it's weird. It's one of my favorite albums. It's also bizarre because by the time it came out, just because of the way streaming is and the pandemic, we'd already released almost half the music.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting time now. When you release an album in 2021, your album cycle is almost over within a week or two of releasing the album. It's everything that led up to it that was the cycle. So looking back, we're really happy how the last 2 years of our new album have done. It's been great. It's fantastic. We can't wait to tour it. We were on a plane to Madrid tonight, and then another show. We've had so many COVID cancellations because of policies in different countries. We'd lost a big show in Hungary, in Budapest, and then we're like, well, we're going to keep doing this tour, but if we lose another show, we physically can't do the tour.
Yeah.
And then we lost another show a few days ago. So we're not flying to Madrid tonight. We're here. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.